My neighbor's child is mine. I know this sounds strange. I know it sounds impossible. But it is true. The little girl who lives next door is my daughter. Her name is Lily. She is 5 years old. She has big green eyes. She has a smile that lights up the world. I gave her up years ago. I was young. I was scared. I wanted her to have a better life. So I let her go. I never thought I would see her again. But now she lives next door. Her mother has no idea who I am. My name is Zoe. I am 28 years old. This is my story. It is a story about secrets. It is a story about love. It is a story about finding peace. 3 months ago, I moved to a new town. I wanted a fresh start. My life was lonely. I worked hard, but I was not happy. I lived in a big city. The city was loud. The city was busy. I wanted quiet. I wanted a garden. I wanted to see the sky. So I found a small house in a quiet town. The house was perfect. It was small and white. It had a yellow door. It had a big window in the front. I remember the first day. The sun was shining. The air smelled like flowers. I felt happy. I thought, this is a good place. I can be happy here. I moved my boxes into the house. I was tired, but I was hopeful. I unpacked my clothes. I unpacked my books. I made a cup of tea. I sat by the window and looked outside. The street was quiet. There were big trees. There were birds singing. Then I saw my neighbors. A car pulled up to the house next door. It was a blue car. A woman stepped out. She looked kind. She had brown hair and a warm smile. She carried a bag of groceries. Then she opened the back door of the car. "Come on, sweetie," she said. A little girl jumped out. She wore a pink dress. She had curly hair. She was laughing. She ran to the front door of her house. "Wait for me," the woman called. She laughed too. I watched them. I felt a strange feeling in my chest. My heart beat fast. I did not know why. It was just a mother and a child. I see mothers and children every day. But this was different. I could not stop looking at the little girl. She turned around. She looked at my house. She looked right at me. I stopped breathing. She had green eyes. Bright, deep green eyes. My eyes. I stepped back from the window. My hands were shaking. "No," I whispered. "It is not possible." I tried to calm down. I drank my tea. I told myself I was silly. Many people have green eyes. Many little girls have curly hair. It was just a coincidence. I went back to unpacking. I tried to forget the little girl, but I could not forget. The next day, there was a knock on my door. I opened it. It was the woman from next door. She was holding a plate of cookies. "Hello," she said. Her voice was friendly. "Welcome to the neighborhood. I am Sarah. I live next door." I smiled. I tried to act normal. "Hi, Sarah. I am Zoe. Thank you for the cookies." "This is a lovely house," Sarah said. "We are happy to have a new neighbor." Then I felt a small hand on my leg. I looked down. It was the little girl. She was hiding behind her mother. She peeked at me. "And this is Lily," Sarah said. She touched the girl's hair. "Say hello, Lily." "Hello," Lily whispered. I looked at her face. I looked closely. My heart stopped again. She had a small mark on her chin. A tiny brown spot. It was a birthmark. I knew that mark. 5 years ago, I held a baby in my arms. I held her for only 1 hour. I kissed her forehead. I kissed her tiny hands. And I kissed her chin. I saw that little brown spot. I memorized it. I wanted to remember her forever. This was her. This was my baby. I felt dizzy. The world spun around me. I held the door frame to stay standing. "Are you okay?" Sarah asked. She looked worried. "You look pale." "I am fine," I said. My voice was weak. "I am just tired from moving. Thank you for the cookies." "Get some rest," Sarah said kindly. "We can talk later. Come, Lily." They walked away. I closed the door. I sat on the floor. I started to cry. I cried for a long time. How did this happen? The agency told me she went to a good family. They told me she was far away. They did not tell me names. They did not tell me the town. It was a closed adoption. That means I cannot know them, and they cannot know me. But fate is strange. Life is full of surprises. I moved to a random town. I bought a random house. And now my daughter is next door. I did not sleep that night. I thought about the past. I was 23 years old when I had her. I was alone. My boyfriend left me. My family was angry. I had no job. I had no money. I lived in a tiny room. I could not buy food for myself. How could I buy food for a baby? I loved her. I loved her so much. That is why I gave her up. I wanted her to have a house. I wanted her to have clothes. I wanted her to have a mother and a father who could take care of her. I signed the papers. My heart broke into a million pieces. I walked away from the hospital empty. I felt a hole in my chest. That hole never went away. Now the hole was burning. She was here. She was so close. Over the next few weeks, I saw them every day. I tried to avoid them, but it was impossible. We were neighbors. One morning, I was in my garden. I was planting flowers. I like flowers. They make me feel calm. Sarah came out of her house. She saw me. "Good morning, Zoe," she called. "Good morning," I said. Lily was with her. Lily was playing with a ball. The ball rolled into my garden. Lily ran after it. She stopped in front of me. "I like your flowers," Lily said. I looked at her. She was beautiful. She looked happy. She looked healthy. "Thank you," I said. "Do you like flowers?" "Yes," she said. "My mommy likes red ones. I like yellow ones." "I like yellow ones too," I said. Sarah walked over to the fence. "I am sorry she is bothering you," Sarah said. "She is not bothering me," I said quickly. "She is sweet. She is a bundle of energy," Sarah laughed. "She turns 5 next week. We are having a party. Would you like to come?" "A party, a birthday party." "When is her birthday?" I asked. I needed to know. I needed to be 100% sure. July 12th, Sarah said. July 12th. That was the day. It was the day my life changed. It was the day she was born. There was no doubt now. Lily was my daughter. I would love to come, I said. I forced a smile. Great, Sarah said. It will be fun. Just a few friends and cake. I went inside my house. I sat on my sofa. I felt happy and sad at the same time. I was going to my daughter's birthday party, but I could not tell her. I could not say, "Happy birthday, I am your mother." I was just the neighbor. I was just Zoe. I went to the store to buy a gift. What do you buy for the child you gave away? I walked through the aisles. I saw dolls. I saw games. I saw clothes. Nothing seemed good enough. I wanted to give her the world. Finally, I found a book. It was a book about a little bunny. The bunny gets lost, but his mother finds him. It was a sweet story. I bought the book. I also bought a set of paints. Sarah said Lily liked colors. The day of the party came. I was nervous. I put on my best dress. It was blue. I brushed my hair. I looked in the mirror. Be strong, Zoe, I told myself. Do not cry. Do not say anything stupid. Just be a friend. I walked next door. There were balloons on the mailbox. There were children running in the yard. Sarah opened the door. Zoe, you made it, she said. She hugged me. I felt guilty. Sarah was so nice. She was a good person. She welcomed me into her home. She did not know my secret. If she knew, she would be scared. She would think I came here to take her child. She would hate me. Happy birthday to Lily, I said. I gave her the gift. Thank you, Sarah said. Come in, have some food. The house was full of love. There were pictures on the wall. Pictures of Lily as a baby. Pictures of Lily walking. Pictures of Lily laughing. I looked at every picture. I was hungry for them. I missed all those moments. I saw a man. He was tall and kind. He was playing with Lily. He picked her up and spun her around. Lily laughed loud and clear. That is Mark, Sarah said. My husband. He looks like a good father, I said. He is, Sarah said. We are very lucky. We tried to have a baby for a long time, but we could not. Then we adopted Lily. She is our miracle. I swallowed hard. She is lucky to have you, I whispered. No, Sarah said. We are the lucky ones. I watched them. I saw the way Sarah looked at Lily. Her eyes were full of love. She wiped chocolate off Lily's face. She fixed Lily's hair. She held Lily's hand. Sarah was a real mother. She was the mother I could not be. I sat in the corner and watched. Lily opened her gifts. She opened my gift. She looked at the paints. Wow, she shouted. Colors. Look, Mommy, colors. She ran to me. Thank you, Zoe, she said. She hugged my legs. I froze. I felt her small arms around me. I smelled her hair. It smelled like strawberries. I wanted to pick her up. I wanted to hold her tight and never let go. I wanted to whisper the truth in her ear, but I did not. I gently patted her back. You are welcome, Lily, I said. Happy birthday. She ran back to her friends. I stayed for an hour. It was beautiful, but it was painful. My heart hurt. Every time I looked at her, I saw myself. I saw my nose. I saw my smile. But she did not know me. I went home. I sat in the dark. I thought about what to do. Should I tell Sarah? Should I tell her who I am? Maybe Sarah would let me be a part of Lily's life. Maybe I could be an aunt. Maybe I could visit more. But maybe she would run away. Maybe she would move. Maybe she would forbid me from seeing Lily. I was scared. Days turned into weeks. I became good friends with Sarah. We drank coffee together. We talked about life. I learned that Sarah was a teacher. Mark was an engineer. They were good people. They loved Lily more than anything. One afternoon, Sarah called me. She sounded stressed. Zoe, can I ask you a huge favor? She said. Of course, I said. What is it? Mark is at work. I have a dentist appointment. My babysitter just canceled. Can you watch Lily for 2 hours? I really need to go. My heart jumped. Watch Lily alone. Yes, I said. Yes, I can watch her. Thank you so much, Sarah said. I will bring her over. 5 minutes later, Lily was in my house. Be a good girl, Sarah said. I will be back soon. Sarah left. It was just me and Lily. My house felt different with her in it. It felt warmer. It felt brighter. What do you want to do? I asked Lily. Can we paint? She asked. Yes, I said. We can paint. We sat at my kitchen table. We used the paints I gave her. We painted flowers. We painted the sun. We painted a big blue house. You are a good artist, I told her. My mommy says I am messy, Lily giggled. She had paint on her nose. I took a tissue. Let me clean that, I said. I wiped her nose. She looked at me with her big green eyes. You have eyes like me, she said. I stopped moving. The room was very quiet. Do I asked. Yes, she said, green like the grass. I smiled. Yes, we have green eyes. And you have curly hair too, she said. She touched my hair. Yes, I said. Are we sisters? She asked innocently. I laughed a sad laugh. No, sweetie, we are not sisters, just neighbors. I like you, she said. You are nice. I like you too, Lily, I said. I like you very much. She went back to painting. I watched her. I felt a tear roll down my cheek. I quickly wiped it away. I wanted to tell her. The words were on my tongue. I am your mommy. I carried you. I loved you first. But I looked at her happy face. She was painting a picture of her family. She drew a tall man. That was Mark. She drew a woman with brown hair. That was Sarah. And she drew a little girl in the middle. They were her family. Sarah was her mother. Mark was her father. They were her world. If I told the truth, I would break that world. I would confuse her. A 5-year-old cannot understand adoption. She cannot understand why I gave her away. She would think I did not want her. She would be sad. And Sarah would be devastated. She would be afraid I would take Lily away. I realized something in that moment. Love is not about owning someone. Love is about wanting them to be happy. Lily was happy. She was safe. She was loved. That was what I wanted 5 years ago. My wish came true. She had a better life. Sarah came back 2 hours later. Did she behave? Sarah asked. She was perfect, I said. Thank you, Zoe, Sarah said. You are a lifesaver. Any time, I said. I love spending time with her. Sarah looked at me. She smiled. You are very good with kids. You will be a great mom one day. I smiled back. It was a genuine smile this time. Maybe, I said, one day. I watched them walk back to their house. Lily waved at me. I waved back. I made a decision that day. I would not tell them. I would keep my secret. It is a heavy secret. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes I want to scream the truth. But then I see Lily playing in the yard. I hear her calling Sarah Mommy. And I know I made the right choice. I get to watch her grow up. I get to be her friend. I get to teach her how to paint. I get to give her cookies. I get to see her smile every day. That is a gift. It is a gift I did not expect. I am not her mother on paper. I am not the one who tucks her into bed at night. But I am the one who gave her life. And now, I am the one who watches over her from next door. My neighbor's child is mine, but she is also Sarah's, and that is okay. Life is funny. I ran away from my past, but my past found me. It moved in right next door. I used to feel guilty. I used to feel ashamed. I thought I was a bad person for giving her up. But now, I see the result. I see a happy little girl. I see a happy family. My decision created that happiness. One day, I was sitting on my porch. Sarah came over. She looked serious. Zoe, she said, can I ask you something personal? I felt nervous. Yes, I said. You look at Lily with such love, Sarah said. You are so good to her. Did you ever want children? I looked at Sarah. I looked into her kind eyes. Yes, I said softly. I had a baby once, a long time ago. Sarah's eyes widened. Oh, Zoe, I am so sorry. What happened? I could not keep her, I said. I was too young. I gave her to a family who could love her better than I could. Sarah reached out and took my hand. She squeezed it. That is the bravest thing a mother can do, she said. That is pure love. I respect you so much for that. I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. She did not know it was Lily, but she understood. She accepted me. Thank you, I said. Tears filled my eyes. I am sure that child is happy, Sarah said. I am sure she is loved. And I am sure, somewhere, she knows that her first mother loved her enough to let her go. I looked over at the yard. Lily was chasing a butterfly. She was laughing. I hope so, I said. You are part of our family now, Zoe, Sarah said. Lily loves you. We love you. I love you guys too, I said. And I meant it. I loved them. I loved Sarah for being the mother I couldn't be. I loved Mark for being the father she needed. And I loved Lily, my beautiful neighbor, my daughter. I still live in the white house with the yellow door. I still garden. I still drink tea by the window. But I am not lonely anymore. Every morning, I see Lily go to school. I wave to her. She waves to me. "Bye, Zoe," she shouts. "Have a good day, Lily," I shout back. Sometimes, on weekends, we have dinner together. Sarah cooks lasagna. Mark tells jokes. Lily sits between us. I look at the table and I feel peace. I know the secret will always be there. Maybe one day, when Lily is a grown woman, I will tell her. Maybe when she is 20, I will say, "I am the one." Or maybe I never will. Maybe I will just be Zoe, the nice neighbor who was always there. It does not matter what I am called. Mom, neighbor, friend. What matters is the love. I learned that you can love someone from a distance. You can love someone in silence. Yesterday, Lily drew another picture for me. It was a picture of two houses. One house was hers. One house was mine. In the middle, there was a rainbow connecting the two houses. "This is so we can always visit," she said. I put the picture on my fridge. It is my favorite thing in the world. If you are listening to this, maybe you have a secret too. Maybe you made a hard choice in your past. Maybe you feel guilty. I want to tell you something. It is okay. You did the best you could. Life is not a straight line. It twists and turns. Sometimes it takes you to places you do not expect. Sometimes it brings your past back to you. Do not be afraid. Open your door. Open your heart. I thought my life was over when I gave my baby away. I thought I lost everything. But I was wrong. I found something new. I found a different kind of family. My neighbor's child is mine. And I am the luckiest woman in the world because I get to see her grow. I am Zoe. This is my life. It is not the life I planned. It is not the life I dreamed of. It is better because it is real, and it is full of love. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you find your own rainbow. I hope you find peace in your own heart. Remember, you are strong. You are brave. And you are never truly alone. Now I have to go. I see a little girl in the garden. She is looking for me. She wants to paint again. And I have a lot of yellow paint ready for her. The sun is setting. The sky is orange and pink. It is a beautiful evening. Zoe, Zoe, she is calling my name. I am coming, Lily, I answer. I walk out the door. I walk into the light. And I smile. Everything is exactly where it should be. The past is behind me. The future is a mystery. But right now, in this moment, everything is good. My heart is full. My house is happy. And my neighbor is my daughter. That is enough for me. That is more than enough.